Welcome back to Berry Life, bringing you easy and delicious vegan and vegetarian recipes from around the world. Today we're making Sichuan Bok Choy tofu stir fry. It's a simple recipe that combines delicious flavors and ingredients of Chinese cuisine and comes together in minutes. So let's get started. For this we'll need 1 block of tofu. First we'll remove the tofu from its packaging and drain any excess water. Then, using a tofu press here, we'll place the tofu into the middle basket and apply pressure to squeeze out the remaining liquid with the 2 rubber bands on the side and turn the clasps to tighten. We like this press because it's sturdy, super easy to clean, and stores well. We place a link in the video description below if you're interested in getting one. Once tofu is sufficiently pressed, we can prepare it to be air fried. We'll remove the tofu from the press and pat it dry. This is an extra firm tofu. We usually press, freeze, defrost, and press again for a firmer texture. It takes a little bit of time and planning, but the results are worth it. Then in a large bowl, we'll add some cornstarch to the bottom to help prevent sticking. Then, instead of using a knife, as we typically do, we'll break the tofu pieces with our hand. This is going to create some rough edges. The rough edges will hold on to the cornstarch batter, and as it fries, that'll make it really nice and crispy. If the tofu is a little tender, feel free to use a knife to create larger pieces like this. This can help you get pieces approximately the same size. And then break those up by hand. Now we'll add a little bit more cornstarch and give it a shake so all the tofu pieces are coated with the cornstarch. If you don't have cornstarch, you can also use rice flour or potato starch. They both work well to create a crispy texture. For flavoring, next we'll add a little soy sauce. Then about a tablespoon of cooking oil, along with a dash of rice wine vinegar for a bit of tanginess, and a couple of tablespoons of water. This will create a very light batter, which will help the tofu crisp up nicely. Then, using a silicone spatula, we'll gently turn the tofu over to coat all the pieces, being careful to avoid breaking them any further. If you're new to Berry Life, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to follow our channel. We're uploading recipes every week and you don't want to miss out. That's it. Now we'll lay these out on a parchment lined tray, being sure to keep a little space between them so they can fry evenly. What's tofu's favorite movie genre? Anything soy-fi. Then we're off to the air fryer and set the temperature to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we'll place the tray in the air fryer for about 15 to 20 minutes. Everyone's air fryer is a little bit different, so feel free to play with the temperature and timing that works for you. With the tofu in the air fryer, we can prepare the other ingredients. Here we have some toasted Sichuan peppercorns. We'll add these to a mortar and grind them down. They'll add a nice peppery taste with a numbing effect they're famous for. We just love using these. Check out our favorite vegan mapo tofu recipe at the link above. Next we have some hot long red peppers. These are spicier than the typical red bell peppers and have a beautiful bright red exterior that just pops. We'll go ahead and slice these into rings to be bite-sized. We love these peppers. They're a bit more expensive at our local Asian market, so we buy them in bulk and store them in a ventilated container. Feel free to substitute them for your peppers of choice or availability. Lastly, we have Bok Choy. They come in bunches like these. We'll slice off the bottom and separate the leaves. Once you separate the leaves, you may notice some dirt on the inside like this. We'll want to thoroughly wash these under running water. In addition to washing the bok choy, we also want to wipe our knife and the cutting surface of any leftover dirt. Once they're washed, we'll transfer them to a kitchen towel to pat dry. Then we can cut them into manageable bite-sized pieces like these. When buying bok choy, you want to look for firm stalks with vibrant green leaves and avoid wilted leaves or brown spots. And store it in the refrigerator using a damp paper towel or a refrigerator bag for up to a week. Next, we'll make the sauce. For the sauce, we'll start with a spoonful of minced garlic. Along with a spoonful of grated ginger. Then add in a teaspoon of our ground Sichuan peppercorns. Then for a bit of tanginess, a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Along with a teaspoon of roasted sesame oil. Then 4 tablespoons of light soy sauce. Along with 4 tablespoons of agave nectar or brown sugar. And some cornstarch slurry, which is just a tablespoon of cornstarch combined with a tablespoon of water. This will help thicken up the sauce ever so slightly for a nice velvety texture. Now we'll go ahead and whisk everything together so it's thoroughly combined. That's it, our stir-fry sauce is ready. With all the ingredients prepared, we're ready to cook with fire, or in our case, an induction coil. We'll start by adding a tablespoon of oil to a wok over medium-low heat. Then to it we'll add the hot long red peppers and saute for about 30 seconds. Then add the bok choy. We're not going to cook down the veggies, we just want to eliminate the rawness and maintain that crisp bite. Bok choy has been cultivated for thousands of years, one of the oldest greens from Asia. It arrived in the Americas during the 19th century during the gold rush. It's the perfect vegetable for stir frying, it really holds up the heat, and it's really nutritious and filling. That's it, the vegetables are done. Then we'll remove them to a bowl to add back later. Now back to the wok. We'll give the sauce a final stir to get the cornstarch to settle to the bottom of the bowl, and add it to the wok. As the sauce is heating up, we want to keep stirring to ensure the cornstarch isn't clumping, and bring the sauce to a simmer. We want to reduce and thicken the sauce slightly so it has a nice velvety texture. This looks perfect. Now to it, we'll add our air-fried tofu. Just look at how nice and crispy it turned out. That's GVD, golden brown and delicious. Now we'll reintroduce the cooked veggies. Now we'll stir to combine and ensure everything is coated with the sauce. Oh wow, just look at these colors. My mouth is already watering. That's it. The Sichuan tofu stir fry is ready. Today we're enjoying our Sichuan tofu stir fry with some steamed brown rice. The subtle nutty flavor of the rice goes perfectly well with the bold flavors of the stir fry. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more great content. And let us know in the comments what other tofu recipes you'd like to see us make. Also, check out the video description box below for the full recipe, as well as a link to our favorite tofu press. We were gifted these beautiful wooden chopsticks from my sister. This is the perfect recipe to break them out. Oh man, check out how crispy this tofu is. The sauce is really holding on to those rough edges. And the bok choy has some of that Sichuan peppercorn powder on it. There you have it, Sichuan bok choy tofu stir fry. A taste of Sichuan right in the comfort of your own kitchen. Be sure to visit us at berryberrylife.com for the full recipe. Thank you for watching. Enjoy!